Yo, so I kind of wanted to go a bit out of the norm of what I usually post on my channel, which has lately only been poetry, but I wanted to talk about something a bit because I've had to deal with it a lot lately, I guess, and that is letting go of things. And I mean, I've known letting go is one of the most beneficial things for quite a while, but I guess in essence, it's a good idea and it's a lot harder in practice. And I didn't really come to terms with that until recently. I am best friends with my roommate, and we live together in a house. And I guess that there's a lot of stuff that I've gone through in my life that I haven't fully processed, that I never talked to like my therapist about when I saw my therapist, or that I've never even talked to anyone about. And it's easy for me to hold specific emotions to those things subconsciously or even consciously and act out on other people because of my feelings about stuff like that. I don't know, I'm being very vague, so maybe it's not making sense, but I just think that it's easy for me to build up a lot of pressure over time based on these situations that I get put in, or situations I put myself in, or anything like that. And I guess not just letting go of stuff that's happened in my past, but letting go of stuff that other people do to me every single day. I was watching this video on Facebook about anger, and it was, I don't know much about Buddhist teachings, but it was a video that was a supposed conversation between this pedestrian and Buddha. And this pedestrian comes up to Buddha all angry and is like, who do you think you are to be teaching these things? Who do you think you are? Why do you think you're better than anyone? Why do you think you know more? And Buddha just responded in complete calmness and said, if you buy a gift for someone else and you give it to them and they don't accept it, who does the gift belong to? And little boy obviously said himself, the gift belongs to me, I bought it. And Buddha said it's just like that. If I choose to not accept the anger I'm being gifted, then it is not me who is angry at all in situations, it is only you. And not even just about anger, but stress, letting go. When people get upset with me, if I choose to not be affected by these like trivial things that happen in my life that don't really change much, then the only people who are feeling discomfort because of those things, and the only people who are feeling angry because of those things, are the people who choose to be so. I have a complete choice in my reactions to things and my emotions in all sorts of situations. And I guess remembering that I have control over my emotions was one of the hardest things to do, and was super beneficial, because everything that people hold on to that causes discomfort in the present day, in my opinion, stems somewhat from an inability to let go for whatever reason. And usually the things that you aren't letting go of are in the past. They're over, they're done with, they happened. And you're just sitting there constantly thinking about them, overthinking them, overanalyzing them, and letting them control your life, even though it like already happened, is done with, is over with. And I don't know, learning to let go and to take a step back and to forgive not only other people but myself has been extremely beneficial lately, because I don't know what else to do in situations. There's not a point in holding on to that discomfort or that negativity or that anger that I'm getting from things, myself, or other people. Like, being able to let go in all sorts of situations just makes everything exponentially easier. essentially. And I mean, coming to terms with that, it was really important when it came to my roommate, because we get into a lot of disagreements about very specific things because we live our lives in very different ways. And we just met each other on like a group page for the university that we go to, and just spur of the moment decided to live together, didn't even know each other at the time, and then became best friends. And so like it's more difficult when you're best friends with the person you're living with too, because not only do you guys live with each other, but generally you spend a lot of your time together because you enjoy each other's presence as well. And so we would be around each other all day, every day, just not always getting along, and it would get into like angry situations a lot of the time. And I think that, I mean, I've been sort of couch surfing the past few weeks, trying to stay other places just because I don't feel comfortable at home when my whole situation is angry and not perfectly conducive, I guess. And so getting time away from situations that stress me out and being able to let go of emotions and actions and not taking everything personally, because people don't put thought into what they do most of the time, is huge. It's monumentous for me. It's really what has been making a difference in my life, is just understanding that everything does pass, and when it passes, it's past, and that's exactly what it is, and that's where it needs to stay, is in the past. I feel like a much healthier person the past few weeks since I've been couch surfing around and just traveling a lot and just trying to focus on myself and eating whatever I want and letting myself be whoever I want to be, instead of just focusing on what's going on that I don't like. So I guess message of the day for everyone out there is, if you're stressing about something, if you're angry about something, if you're upset about something, if you're overwhelmed by something, just try and remember that what you're going through will pass if it hasn't already. And if what you're going through has already passed, try and make a conscious effort to let go of the emotions and overanalyzing that's going on in your head, because the situation is just that. It's past, it's over with, and the only person that can choose how you are feeling is yourself. And if you want to let go of something, move on with your life, and be comfortable and be happy, then just do. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. Like, everything can be good if you want it to. Have a fucking fantabulous day, everyone. Goodbye.